Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Journey Across the Galaxy. We are heading out towards Beagle Point after having completed the first leg of our journey to Sagittarius A-star. Let's get off this rock and start heading on towards our next destination. If you're just joining us for the journey now, the primary goal of this journey, ostensibly has been to increase our exobiology rank. We sold all of our data at the Explorer's Anchorage station and made over 1 billion credits, which was insane to me. So now we kind of have a secondary goal. As we make our way to Beagle Point and then back, we're going to be working towards saving up enough money for a fleet carrier so that we can start working kind of permanently out in the black. If we can get all of our ships onto a fleet carrier and start moving it around the galaxy and doing all of our exploration that way, that would be pretty cool, I think. So we're going to get out of here and start jumping and exploring and gathering as much of that data as we can so that we can save up all that crazy amount of money that we need. So let's get around the planet here. We'll begin our jump and see what happens. Why is it... there's a very weird effect for the planetary atmosphere there. It looks all black. I don't know if that's a visual bug or if it's because of the mode that I'm in, or I don't know. It's very weird. So anyways, as we hop into each system, we'll check the system map to see if anybody has already scanned it and made it easy for us to find what we're looking for. And then either way, we'll still hop into the full spectrum system scanner to see if there are any high value planets that we want to scan. And then if there are 15-ish or less bodies, we'll go ahead and scan each of those planets with the full spectrum system scanner just to see. So, 4 bodies here, and 3 of them are stars. So once we get out of here, we'll check the full spec, the FSS, and see if there's anything interesting. It's just an icy body, but since it's only one, we might as well look for it. Looks like it's right here. No biology, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and move on to the next system. I want to say thank you to all of you who have reached out and given me advice regarding using fleet carriers for exploration. Apparently, it's not nearly as difficult as it seems like it is on the surface, especially with as much money as you can make from exobiology. I can't imagine how difficult it would be trying to do it just off of standard planetary scans, because I made like a tiny fraction of the amount of money from exploration from the scans as I did from the okay, where's my... There we go. I was waiting for that to pop up. It makes me nervous when it doesn't pop up like that. I mean, the amount of money I made from my exploration that I sold once I got to Explorer's Anchorage, the planetary scan information was a tiny fraction of the total money that I made. That's what I'm trying to say. So compared to the old style of, you know, scanning planets and trying to find high value things that you scan from orbit versus actually going down on the planet. Okay, there were other things here. It's a huge difference, a huge difference. So if you look up in the top right in the features section there, we're looking for biological signatures. We're waiting to see those pop up. Generally, I try to stick to my limit of 15, but, you know, at the same time, with the amount of money that we made last time, I'm kind of relaxing my filters just a tiny bit. 2 geological. So those don't help us. We're really looking for biological. Ooh, nope, there was another one. There's something here. Oh, it's just that's fine. It gets rid of all of those though. The asteroids. I have to say, my brain right now, I don't know, today I'm having an off day today. I'm not sure why. Just something about the way I woke up this morning is just not letting my brain work the way it normally does. My hunting video was all kind of disjointed and not very focused with the commentary, and I'm struggling to speak clearly and actually say interesting things. I don't know. So I'm having a bad. I think I'm just having a bad day today. Not sure. My brain is really struggling to wake up today. Alright, let's get off to the next system, and hopefully we can find something. Hopefully we can find something. Like, I'm not even really trying to talk that fast, but my mouth is trying to go faster than... Normally it's the other way around. My brain goes way faster than what my mouth is capable of doing, but I think today my mouth is just getting way ahead of my brain, and I'm not able to stay with it. I'm halfway through a cup of coffee already, and it's still... I don't know. I'm struggling to wake up. Get our scan here. Pop down into the system scanner.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I don't remember how many bodies there were. Just 6? We'll check it out. Icy bodies can have biology on it, so it doesn't hurt to check. Especially when there's only 6. A lot of times you can find fonticula on these icy bodies, so...
System scan complete.
Okay. Don't know that I necessarily... So I downloaded an app, or I downloaded a software that kind of gives you an idea as to what might be on the planets that you scan, and it says that bacterium is available, and the 3 likely species are Acius, Tella, and Virata, and I've never seen Virata before. The value of that could be up to 4 million, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think is worth the time of going to find it. So we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and move on to the next system. It's a program called Observatory, which apparently kind of digs into your journal for your game, and using the information that people have reported to it so far, I guess, I don't know, it uses the system that you're in and the various conditions in which these things have been found, and kind of estimates what you might find if you went to that planet. So that's kind of cool. We'll see how useful it actually is. But realistically, I mean, I guess it would be useful if it's going to tell me, oh yeah, there's a good chance that it has this really valuable thing on the planet. So I'll keep using it for a while, see how it works. If you guys have any tips and tricks and have used it before, and you can give me some ideas on how to maximize its usefulness so that we don't waste a bunch of time, that would be really cool. But I don't know. It's another thing I'm going to have to learn how to mess with to see if it's even worth my time. So let's hop into here and do that. That's it for that. So I'm guessing it's going to be another gas giant somewhere off in this direction. Grab that. This guy. 2 geological. Okay. Oh, and of course there's one there. Alright. Moving on. We got better things to do than try to re-maneuver around a planet. So as I was saying, I don't even remember. I know this episode's not going to be as good as some of my other ones because I'm not able to focus right now, and I don't know why. I know I was talking about fleet carriers, and I would like to at some point make sure that I go ahead and grab one of those, because it would be nice to just be able to have all of the spacecraft that I have fitted out, fully ready to go, and have them at my fingertips at all times. That would be kind of sweet, awesome to have, especially if I can save up enough money to, have enough of my maintenance costs set up for a long time. Then that would help. That way, when I get bored and take a break or whatever, I don't have to worry about losing all of that stuff. What happens to the stuff you have in your fleet carrier if you fail to make the payments and they end up decommissioning it? Does all of your stuff go back to the nearest station, or I mean, I can't imagine they take your ships, right? Or do they sell all of that off and then you're kind of screwed? I certainly hope that's not the way that works. But ideally, if you guys continue watching the series and it continues to go for, a while, I won't need to take a break. You guys can keep me motivated to play and keep exploring and continue on these journeys. Won't have to worry so much about that. Really like to find a biological source. Sometimes we have these episodes where there's just nothing. Okay, got another gas giant over here. That. 2 geological. And no biological. Got.
System scan complete.
Man, just coming up Millhouse on all this. Moving right along. So anyways, if you guys are interested in joining a squadron, I did go ahead and start a squadron. I initially was going for Gunthrek's crew, but I decided I didn't like that name, so I actually hate the cost of it and disbanded and restarted another one. I went for the Semper Stellar Corps as a nod to my time in the Marine Corps. Because I really wanted to have the Marine Corps ranks in there, and I wanted a name that kind of reflected that. So Semper Stellar Corps kind of works. Always space, or always in the stars, or something like that. Let's go ahead and pop down, check our scans. We have a gas giant. Fortunately, no biology yet. Okay. My little software popped up with a notification, but it wasn't a notification I'm interested in, so whatever. Bunch of stuff over here. So a bunch of geological. That's close. That's cool. But not what we're looking for. Unfortunately, we're just not getting much. We're not getting much luck with the biology this episode. Hopefully, we find some really cool stuff on our way to Beagle Point. I think I did end up setting my initial waypoint relatively high up on the galactic plane, since we're trying to get. Now that I realize how valuable those first footfalls are, I want to get as many of those as I can. So we got so much money off of the first confirmed discovery bonuses that we got to make sure we're getting as many of those as we can.
Fuel sweeping.
Okay, grab this, get down here.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
No high value planets, so we'll just go ahead and move on. So you're getting kind of an example as to why I place a limit on the number of bodies I'm willing to scan, and it's exactly because I compromised on it a couple of times, and it still ended up not having anything worth stopping for. So I'm not particularly interested in spending inordinate amounts of time scanning bodies and only to have them come up snake eyes. I'd rather just, set a limit, make it something that's reasonable, and then move on. We've got literally hundreds of opportunities on our way out to Beagle Point to find things, and so yeah, here we got 14. That's a good number to stop and scan for. We've got hundreds of opportunities to find this stuff, and I don't want to expend too much time on any one system thinking that because there's more bodies that somehow significantly increases the chance that there's going to be biology on any of them, because that's what's called the gambler's fallacy, where you think that the odds are going to be better than they are just because there's more. I know it's intuitive to think, oh, that was an ammonia world. I'm glad I have this thing up. It popped up and told me that it was. So we'll definitely go scan that. That is the most valuable planetary scan option available. No biology. Okay. Confused. So the gas giant there. Okay. I'm not sure why that would confuse me. Alright, so there's a biological one here, but unfortunately... Alright. I'm gonna have to turn off some of these notifications. So this says it could be bacteria or fonticula. How much is fonticula worth? Fonticula could be, yeah, fonticula is only 1.8 million. That's not, and more likely it's going to be bacteria. So we're not gonna waste our time with that. Ooh, biological 2 though. We'll definitely go and scan that then. So, oh wait, I wanted to get that ammonia world. We'll do that first. We'll go get the ammonia world, and then we'll go scan these guys, and then not a lot of biology on these. Okay, so which one of these was that what? There we go. You can tell by the icon, it looks like the European continent. That's either an Earth-like world or an ammonia world. So we'll go scan that, get the bonus for it, and then we'll find that planet that had the 4 or the two items on it, and then go see what we can find there. So it seems like the software, the little software, the observatory that I'm using, is providing the same two potential items for all of the planets that we found that had biology on it. Fonticula digitos and Bacterium bularis. So it's clearly using the system conditions as the filter for what you might find here. So the rule of 2 plus should actually, I know that sounded like a Star Wars reference, but the rule of 2 or more biological features on a body appears to still be valid even with the software that I'm using here, because obviously it's much more likely that there's going to be bacteria on a single biology planet. So at least we know that we're going to find some Fonticula digitos on this next one, and that helps us make decisions because, it's only that's only worth 1.8 million credits, which is, not nothing, but compared to some of the other stuff that we can find, we're close enough to the end of the episode that I want to go grab it anyway. But, as we're flying through, and if we're at the beginning of an episode, maybe it makes sense to start skipping over some of those lower value ones, trying to find some of the better options. I don't know. Alright, so we'll scan this guy. Ooh, 8 probes? Really? Okay. So I guess we'll just... I don't know. I don't know what the pattern is for this. I think we'll do like this. We'll do... So I guess, we can kind of split it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not really sure what the best pattern for these eight ones are. 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as we get the efficiency bonus, I'm not overly concerned with how many probes we spend. I just want to make sure we get the efficiency bonus, and I'm not sure what the... Yeah, I wasted that a lot. That was a big waste.
Surface scan complete.
Okay. I have a feeling, though, that I need... Yeah, I don't know. It worked out, but at the same time, it's like I don't like that I felt like I wasted a bunch of time there. So it says 5E was the one that had the 2 on it. So that is a nice feature of having this screen up, is that it tells me which one I scan. It keeps the information over there on the table for me as I'm doing these things, so I don't have to go back into the thing and try to figure it out again. So I'm gonna fly over here. I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to do the scan and get down there and find ourselves some interesting looking fungi. Alright, we're almost to the planet that we need to scan. We'll get over here, pop some probes down, and then go scan hopefully both. Hopefully we can find both. I'd like to be able to find the bacterium as well because it's worth over 1 million. I mean, I think everything on the list is worth at least 1 million credits. So if we're going to spend the time going down, hopefully the bacterium will be easy to find, and we'll be able to add that to our profits as we continue our journey through the galaxy here. So we just need to get close enough to do our scans, and then we'll be ready to go. So apparently, Elite, the developers are having an announcement soon during one of their live streams where they're going to, I guess, reveal what their plans are. They keep saying that one of the developers said that they saw something, they did something in this latest update that is one of the coolest things that they've ever done in Elite Dangerous, and I'm like, that depends on your point of view. That really depends on your point of view. If it's Thargoid related, not cool to me. Sorry, I have no interest in the whole Thargoid thing. That's not something that is even on my radar of things I give any kind of crap about. So, sorry. If it may be cool to a bunch of people, but this focus on the Thargoid thing and the heavy combat related stuff is just not anywhere on my radar of interest at all.
Scanned by 50%.
Alright, so we got bacterium and fonticula as expected. Ooh, okay. The fonticula is more dispersed. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move forward a little bit so I can actually see a little bit better, because we're too far away for me to really tell what the best landing area. Because I want to be relatively close to both of them. Oh, I hate the auto orbit. I need to see if there's a way to turn that off. I want the Super Cruise Assist to take me to the planet. I don't want it to automatically orbit for me. Alright, so let's get back into here. Seems like the fonticula is going to be mostly everywhere, so... But I want to get a big patch of it if I can. I mean, I guess right here in front of me is probably the best way to go. So I'm going to come kind of down this way so I can angle myself towards the spot that we were facing already. I feel like if we come into this area here, we'll be able to find. I wish you could switch the filters on the fly instead of having to pop back into the detailed surface scanner. Oh man, I was really hoping that... Here, let's go this way. That angled us enough to where I can get above this. There we go. So ideally, I think it was up this way, but I don't know. We'll come over here, and we'll see how we'll see what we can find. Hopefully, this is close enough to where it was. Yeah, I really wish that there was a way to switch the filters outside of the thing here. That would be incredibly handy. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I can go down to this. I have really good luck finding fonticula in these craters. So let's pop down into here. See if we can find some. If not, let's start slowing down here. I'm not really trying to crash into the surface. Put out some night vision just to make it a little bit easier to see. No fonticula. Oops. Okay, so keeping a lookout, trying to see if I can find this stuff. Not seeing any bacteria either. I think I may have made a bad choice heading where I headed. Yo. Could have come across something by now. Alright. thought it was going to take me up. I keep forgetting that there's no air here to... I was in like fighter plane mode. That doesn't work. I just wanted to come down in this crater and see if there's anything down here. Doesn't look like it. It's weird. Well, it did say that the more ripply parts were likely to have what we were looking for, so let's head over here and maybe we'll find something. I'd be really annoyed if I came down here and I landed in completely the wrong place and now I can't find what we're looking for. This is what I've been complaining about for a long time. The fact that they force you to visually find this stuff is just... This is not the way it should be. I should be able to find some kind of signature from my ship that at least points me in the right direction. I should not be required to get into my SRV to get access to a scanner that allows me to find this stuff. This is unreasonable. So realistically, if we don't find anything in the next minute or so, we're just gonna be done, because none of us has time for this.
Hull integrity compromised. Shields offline.
Okay, well, that's what happens when you get impatient, I guess. And now we're gonna be running around at 70% hull because I forgot to put my landing gear down. Well.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I don't have the patience to run around trying to find this stuff right now, and we have other things to get done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button and see if any of those are right for you. Again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys had lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.